Hello, Miss San. It means a lot to me that you enjoy these soaps that I make from hand. Your package was shipped out sometime yesterday, and you should receive it sometime tomorrow, Friday. I was in the process of editing this video to post as a part of my content. And as I felt it was fitting to dedicate this video to you. Every day of the week holds a special meaning. Thursday is a day best utilized for showing gratitude, and it felt fitting to express my gratitude towards you. The first time Josh brought me over to your home, I immediately felt your warmth and acceptance. And I will honestly say it was something I'm not used to receiving when someone first meets me. I'm used to being tolerated and made to feel as the afterthought. But with you, I always felt loved, valued, and seen. And you probably might not remember, but there was times when you stood up for me. You've had my back. You've raved about my cooking and my baking, and all those times you supported me never went unnoticed. You are a kind, bright soul. You are extremely gifted, and I do feel that you already know this. You are an empath and a healer. You leave a lasting impression on everyone you meet. You leave such a positive, lasting impression, so much so that the people you've sat with as they pass away when you're working at the assisted living community still make a way to visit you from time to time. In those moments when you would randomly think about them, that is their presence that you're feeling. You're caring and nurturing because that is just who you are. You feel that is just how it should be. Everyone should be able to take care and treat each other well. You always try your best to be there for others when they need you. And I do feel that it's important for people to show up for you how you show up for them. Your essence feels very familiar, and I do feel as though our journeys are parallel to each other. So I want to share with you what I have learned so far on mine. As a gifted empath and healer, the key to our success is filling our cup full first. It is essential to take time out for ourselves to recharge, to take care of our health, to establish boundaries, and to stand up for ourselves. It makes it difficult to help others when we cannot help ourselves. And when we don't take care of ourselves, we become very tired, moody, and we start feeling not like ourselves. The energy you put out leaves such a huge, lasting impression. Imagine how your life will start to unfold once you turn that energy inwards. You have a dream of expanding and running your own assisted living facility. Your dream will take you to new heights, but it will also require you to step outside of your comfort zone from time to time. You're encouraged to think outside of the box. You once told me that you want to learn more about the brain and dementia patients. And that is something I feel that you should lean further in because it is your calling. You should learn more about the body and its responses to all the diseases and illnesses. You should learn more about Western medicine and cures, as well as the natural alternatives. The thing about your healing ability is that it's pushing you to be more well-versed in the human body and Western and Eastern practices, so that when a patient comes to you about an ailment, you can know immediately what medication that they might be prescribed, so that you also know the natural alternatives if their body does not respond well to it. I do feel as though you are on a path of healing, growing, and creating a life that the younger version of you wanted. Understand that we are human and we do sometimes make mistakes, but what is important is to learn from them so that we do not repeat them again. We have to learn to forgive ourselves and be open and receptive to our future. We need to hold on to those that love and accept every single version of ourselves in every stage that we enter. And we have to let go of those that hold on to the older version, the outdated model that they remember us as. Your essence feels very familiar because not only can I relate, but I recognize it in Josh too. Josh has told me that you stated that your grandfather was a root worker. Your grandfather is definitely gifted and passed one of his gifts to one of his sons. You probably already know this, but his wife, your grandmother, was gifted too. And I could see her gift in your uncle, and Josh, and you. She has a very strong energy, and I feel her presence around Josh. That is why I can recognize it around you. It is important to be aware of such things because gifts have a way of being our own curse if not acknowledged or utilized to its fullest potential. When you pray to God, please pray for protection, guidance, and discernment. And after you pray, speak to your loved ones that have passed. They have become your guardian angels, and you have so much love and support waiting for you on the other side. They're just waiting for you to finally acknowledge it. Allow them to support you. Let them know that when you pray to God, and let them know what you prayed about, and ask them for a sign. Let the sign be something private to you and a sign only you would know. Establish a relationship with them and allow them to bring you comfort. You are never alone. And get as creative as you want. Let them surprise you. The signs my spirit guides like to send me are small birds or animals. Back to when I was waiting for my flight to Johannesburg, South Africa. I was terrified and I thought all the worst things that could happen. And to my surprise, on my left, a small bird greeted me and sat with me to bring me reassurance and to let me know everything will be okay. My spiritual team send me signs and confirmations all the time now. One time I recited a prayer from the book of Psalms, and I sat down with my spiritual team and asked them to bring me a sign that I should start this business and fully lean into who I am. And they brought me you. You are a very special person in my life, and you confirm and validate everything I felt since I was a kid. You confirmed to me that I was never asking for too much to be supported or defended. You see me for who I am, and you don't put me in a box. Growing up, my feelings and my voice never mattered, and I was told that keeping the peace mattered more than expressing how someone has hurt me. I know how it feels to be made to feel small and outcasted, and I love how you never allowed other people's baggage to kill that fire that's inside of you. I was told that I was too young to understand my emotions and that I'm too sensitive. As we get older, we start to recognize our own voice and unlearn what was told to us when we were younger. We start to develop our own sense of identity and realize how lazy it is to just parrot what we heard from the people before us and copy their actions instead of thinking for ourselves. When Josh told you I was on a trip to South Africa, you didn't judge me. Instead, you showed joy. And more importantly, it is genuine. You genuinely show and tell me that you care. And I don't think I ever told you this, but not only do the soaps I make smell and feel great, but the intention is for protection. And that is my gift, to protect, reassure, and bring people back to themselves and realize their purpose. My hope is that you continue to enjoy the soaps and items that I make, and I hope that you continue on your journey to grow into the person that God has intended. You do have a purpose, and I can't wait for you to see the abundance that waits for you on the other side. Thank you again for being you, Miss Sam.